You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Here we are once again. Hello, Jim.
Hello, Jason. How are you?
I'm fantastic. We are nearing the end of our Utopia journey, or at least for season one, entering the home stretch here.
Yes, indeed.
Tonight, we will be discussing episode 5 of 6 of series 1 of Utopia.
Yes, indeed. And, still very, it's a very shocking show, but I think the key is you want to see what happens next. And I really did. And, I've got I thought some things about this episode were very well done. I had some gripes. Um, Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid episode, I thought. Well, how about you? What were your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think an episode without any shocking violence at all is...
Not really. Yeah, no, there really wasn't.
Yeah, pretty much nothing. Well, all right. So, I guess Wilson does stab himself.
He does.
But I mean, that's pretty mild for this show. I mean, no headshots. I mean, I guess when he is stabbing himself, he's trying to create a cover.
Yeah, exactly.
He releases, I believe his name is Letts.
Yes,
a guy who works for the pharmaceutical company, who's kind of, I guess he's kind of defected away from the pharmaceutical company and their big grand master plan, which is pretty much laid out in this episode. I feel like there was some they pretty much described what's going on. What's the point with the Russian flu and their medication they're giving out. There's a thing about Becky. I know they're talking about this Deals syndrome or whatever it is as a fictional disease. And I'm not sure, Becky is getting medication for it. She's getting treated. I'm not sure exactly what is the connection between Deals syndrome and the Russian flu and the treatment that they are developing for the Russian flu.
So he had Thorazine for or something like that, or he had something for her that's supposed to stop the Deals, I believe.
Yeah, and
the curb at least.
Yeah, and we find out Becky's father had it, and the guy who brings her the medication is that the same guy that Dugdale brought the finger to?
I believe so. Is it Donaldson? I believe.
Yeah. So yes. So they have not provided all the answers, but yeah, I'm not sure what his connection is to Becky, aside from the fact, obviously, providing her with medication for her disease, which it sounds like she will be dead without it.
Yeah, or can't control her limbs or something.
Yeah, but she has to make clandestine phone calls to him to meet in a field to get the medication. So I'm not totally clear on all that.
And he is a kind of very creepy guy. So he's like, "You look gorgeous." He's just disgusted. The guy looks like an unmade bed. It he's not exactly a stud. Yeah. I'm not one to talk, but just even I look better than this guy. Jeez. The one thing I thought, I liked how they said, okay, basically we want to put, this protein in people's foods that'll make them infertile, and basically, yeah, our resources are not infinite; they're finite, and food is also finite. So we have to try to curb this population explosion that's happening. When things get really bad, do you think we're all just going to share? Yeah, probably not. No, but I mean, it kind of, I guess it kind of makes a little sense, but just it's not very an ethical way to solution. For the not ethical solution. But the guy, I think most villains I think, are the best kind that think they're right. And the guy Lutz, I think, in that moment thought he was right. He was justified in the way, you know, and he's admitted he's done terrible things, but he thinks he's for the greater, it is for his greater good anyway.
Well, yeah. So we might as well get into it. Yeah, there is like a sort of a Ozymandias kind of a situation here. Ozymandias,
Yes.
of course, being the main villain or hero, depending on your
Right.
Watchmen. A guy who decides he's going to take it upon himself to save the world, although kill 10 million people in the process.
Right.
Which you know, the evil, the people orchestrating everything in Utopia, the Letts and Carvel and Mr. Rabbit and all these people, they're planning to kill way more than 10 million people, like Ozymandias did in Watchmen.
Yeah.
But it's a similar kind of thing. Very timely in that Paul Ehrlich just died, and
Oh.
he is a person that I was brought up, spent all my life being told that this guy, he predicted that, humanity was going to die out because we were going to, population growth was going to end up killing everybody. There wouldn't be enough food to eat. He wrote a book called The Population Bomb. And now at this point in my life, I just, the guy was totally wrong. I do not believe in overpopulation. I think I think his whole argument was just ridiculous. And yet somehow he was always on TV shows talking about this kind of stuff, about how everyone's going to die. But I mean, our human capacity to make food has been, fine. That I don't think there's been, any kind of situation where there's mass starvation. It's, it's a local thing, and it has nothing to, it's not like a food shortage on a grand scale that causing people to, starve to death. It has something to do with the local situation on the ground, and there might be some distribution problems with getting food to them. But overall, like, mass starvation has never really been an issue due to just not being able to produce enough food.
Well, I think doesn't he mention something about the soil, where the soil was gonna either was not suitable for crops or eventually wouldn't be. I'm not. Do you remember that? He said something like that.
Right.
I forgot what though.
Yeah. I mean, we could say that in the world of Utopia, there is going to be a food shortage. And I think in the first episode, you kind of hear in the background, there's something about food prices going up, or, like a news reporter is saying something. So it's like we could say in this world, it is a looming crisis. And, some people would say that is a crisis that's going to happen in our world. I personally don't believe it. I think that's fear mongering, and
I hope not. Yeah, I hope not.
But in Utopia, that is the evil villains come up with a plan to pretty much wipe out humanity to save it.
Yeah, very extreme. But what kind of got me is that Wilson eventually seems to agree with him. I'm just like, I don't know. If somebody, literally took my eye and killed my dad, it's like, I'm not joining you. I mean, I'm not joining your. Yeah, that kind of surprised me.
That was a twist.
Yeah,
that he gets tortured, his family gets murdered, and then he ends up sympathizing with the villains.
Yeah, I can never forgive somebody for like torturing me and and taking my eye. It's like, it's just, or blinding me more or less. Yeah, it's like, just could never forgive that person. So I thought that's kind of strange.
Yeah, so he does. I don't know. I guess it's a heel turn of sorts.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, is not like really a heel turn in that he does seem to be a guy who cares about doing the right thing, and
Yeah,
he's a
yeah,
nice guy and everything. But
yeah. Deep down,
yeah,
But yeah, it is kind of good.
he releases Stephen Ray's character, which yeah, turns out to not be a good thing for
Right, not for
Stephen
him.
Ray.
No,
Yeah,
giving you an order.
yeah, they're pretty much they're. I'm not sure what the big pharmaceutical guy's name is, but so far I would say he's like the main villain. He seems to be
Yes.
orchestrating stuff more or less. You know, we don't know who Mr. Rabbit is, and
No.
I guess was it Carvel? Was that Jessica Hyde's father?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah, and so now it seems that maybe Arby is Jessica's brother.
Yes.
That seems
They're
to be
hinting to
what
that,
he
yeah.
is intimating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which I
And
thought was okay. That's an interesting
yeah,
twist.
Arby was treated like a test subject,
Yes.
brought up and molded into this traumatized assassin who
Yes,
now has
exactly,
kind of
yeah.
broken his programming, and he's also changed sides.
He has, yeah, he has. I thought it was cool that they finally some of the characters, not all of them, but some of them finally crossed paths with Dugdale.
Yes, and that
Yeah.
was also confusing. Because
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure exactly like what they're hoping to gain by bringing Dugdale the medication from Corvat. Corvat is the name of the pharmaceutical company.
that's right.
They are told. I think Milner, the CIA agent, tells them, "Now you've got the medication. Bring it to Dugdale." I'm not sure exactly what they're hoping to accomplish with that, but now they've met up with him, and then all of a sudden the cops show up at Dugdale's house. Now, did he
Yes.
call them?
I think that's what happened, yeah.
I think that's what happened. Now, why exactly? I'm not sure. Maybe it will be explained in episode 6.
We finally get to see Anya, what Anya looks like, and Anya with baby.
Anya is a Russian hooker.
Yep.
Who I guess was sort of a honeypot thing used for blackmail with Dugdale.
Yes.
And to control him because he works for the Ministry of Health.
Yes.
And so to have a guy under your control who's working with the Ministry of Health, that will help make your evil plans come to fruition, because it involves diseases and medication and stuff like that.
No, exactly. And his wife, I remember he's weak. I'm like, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. I'd say he is, yeah. But she said, but he'd make a good father. So it's
yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting turn of events. They're somehow getting her. I'm not even sure why Anya is in prison. I don't remember, but they are going to get her out of prison and adopt her love child.
Yes, boy, I believe, yeah.
And I guess Anya is off to Russia.
Yes, probably, yeah, sent back, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if her husband, or if her, not husband, if the people that Anya works for, I'm not sure if once they found that she was pregnant, they viewed her as damaged goods.
Mm.
And I guess maybe they just report her as being an illegal alien, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But Doug, he likes those Russian women. He loves those Russian women. He loves them. So yeah, so he couldn't resist the accent.
And so the main thing I think that we haven't really discussed was like Jessica and Arby go on a road trip together. I thought that was enjoyable. I kind of like the idea of these two teaming up. Now they're on the same side to go get the manuscripts.
Right.
And Arby takes Jessica to a roadside cafe.
Yes, takeaway. They called
Right,
him over
right,
there. Yeah.
right, yeah,
Takeaway.
and it was a little bit confusing. He calls it his local. He's like, this is nobody's local. This is just a restaurant on the side of the road that no one here knows you. Of course, at the end, it is revealed he brought her there because he had a gun stashed in the toilet. I thought
Right.
that was pretty cool.
That was very clever. Yeah.
So yeah, he
Nice
tells
touch.
her, we can't be a team if you're going to be pointing a gun at me all the time. So she agrees to throw away her gun. Although then he goes and gets a gun, but he needs it. They go and assault this building. And again, there was someone in the car. He runs their car into a car.
Yes.
And one of the people in the car looked like maybe it was Milner. I'm not sure. You didn't really get a good look at him or her.
Yeah, I couldn't see his face. Yeah, we just saw him kind of like
Yeah.
bang, like, ow, that hurt. Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, more like, oh, because I guess if you're hit by a car, you wouldn't say, ow, that really hurt, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
When you run when you run me over with your car, it really hurts me.
Yeah.
So quit it. But yeah, you couldn't really get a good look at him. I'm just kind of surprised also that they didn't really, episode 4 ends with Alice, shooting that man that I can't think of his name right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Was it Monroe? Lane Monroe, maybe? Was that guy's name?
I believe so, but it's not really addressed any further, I don't think.
No.
They would have taken that and kind of pushed it further, but they really didn't, which I thought.
Yeah, they just kind of swept that under the rug.
Maybe it's coming to be revisited. I don't know, but hopefully they'll revisit it. But I thought it was very odd that you think that would be the first. You think of something that big, that shocking of a event, you'd really bring it up. But I guess not.
No, things move too fast in the Utopia universe. That's pretty much forgotten. But I mean, we haven't really discussed the whole point of everything. The Corva is producing something which aims to sterilize the whole world.
Oh yes, that's right.
We did get into population bomb, overpopulation, all that stuff. And someone had the idea that you had to save humanity from overpopulation by sterilizing everyone, and so that is what the plan is.
Yes, that's right. And
so,
again, Let's thought he and the people he works for in the right. He thinks he's doing the right thing or doing a good thing, but yeah.
So, and yeah, there you have it. That's where we're left at the end of episode 5. Episode 6 is the final one in season 1, which we will be preparing a report for in 1 week.
Yes, indeed. And also, should I tell the folks at home what's coming up in a few weeks, or do you want?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Well, after we do Utopia, I thought we would do kind of go back to the past a little bit, and I thought, if you grew up in the late 70s or early 80s, you definitely saw the show in passing, and that's Battle of the Planets. That's right, going retro.
Essential early morning viewing for 8-year-olds.
Exactly.
8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, at least in North Jersey where I was.
Yeah, same in Philly.
PIX,
Philly
I believe.
That's right. Yeah. PIX had it in New York, and Philly it was on WKBS channel 48. Yeah, but I remember, just loving it as a kid.
It's so I cannot believe I would watch television, watch cartoons in the morning before going off to elementary school. I mean, now.
What cartoons? It's like,
well,
there's really not. Yeah.
But yeah, the idea of just turning on a television. I mean, I get up at the last minute I can and just get ready, and I don't even eat breakfast or anything. I just get up with enough time to get to work. Never mind watching cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
Different time.
Fun times. But I think well, I can get a little to it like when we cover it, but it just I think even back then when you saw it, you knew it was something like something's different about the show. It's not quite your typical Bugs Bunny or Roadrunner or the Flintstones. It's some the show. There's something about the show that's like different. It looks different than the others. So, but yeah, we can expound
Absolutely,
on
yeah.
that. Yeah, expound on that in 2 weeks. So, watch for it, folks. We're gonna cover Battle of the Planets, and then after that, Megazone 23.
Yes, looking forward to both of those. So
Yeah.
that's what we have on deck following episode 6 of Utopia next week. So we will
Indeed.
see you all again very soon.
All right. Take care, Jason. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Thank you. See you later. Bye,
See you later.
everybody.
Take care.